said a setup of all time. It's the camera half on the whatever, and he's like, yeah, Dix Hill sucks. Stop taking jobs there, bro.
Yeah, I made sure I did, but he called me like on the way here. He's like, "Did you take Panasonic?" I'm like, "Think." He's like, "Did you check to see if there's power supply?" And I'm like, "Yeah, whichever one I grabbed." And he like scared me. Like the whole ride here, I'm like, "Please, like tell me I grabbed the right thing."
Imagine this guy just dipped.
No, he's right there.
Oh,
He's not that.
this kid's trying to get. He came close.
What?
Look at this kid from the bench. He's just trying to snipe this circle. Oh, that one's gonna come close. Never mind. It's way past it.
He has a better chance of trying to hit the net. What is this going on? I just hear.
That stuff trying to turn on, but there's no shut does.
They have the whole range.
Where does half hour hills come out of? Like, the thing scares me. I'm like, the thing's gonna fall on our face.
What is?
The heater. Imagine.
You think it's the heater?
That's those. Yeah, those are the
Oh, I
heaters.
thought you said it was the light.
Oh no.
Well, take test pictures so we can.
Are you doable?
Wait, Brady. Yours even take it older?
What?
Are yours even take it older?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Oh, season, yes, past season 30.
Because I did too. What section?
318.
180.
The one section from Travis.
Wait, Travis has season tickets?
Yep.
What section?
109. Yeah, I was there last night. It's pretty nice.
Are you live yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Come here, look what I found. You want one?
I'm fine.
This is mint.
I have plenty.
Can I throw it over? I'm
Yeah.
keep throwing. I'll go with the hit the roof one.
Just like go under and throw it up. That should go far.
That's Jet Lucas, number 12. '66 looks like a lacrosse player, not a hockey player. I'll do Harrison one.
I would give them pucks. They don't have that many.
You can throw it. I don't want it.
No, just go to like the boards and throw it under where the netting is. Yeah.
Can you get me on camera?
Good evening here from the Clark Gillies Arena in Dix Hills, New York. I'm Brady Campbell, joined alongside Gabe Takuri in our first and only varsity game here tonight.
It's the Ice Falcons of East Meadow, Levittown, Hicksville against the Half Hollow Hills Hornets. As the Hornets off to a 2-3 start, play host to another tough team and might not show it record-wise, but this Falcons team is certainly hungry for their first victory, sitting at 0-6 in 8th place. Half Hollow Hills not too far ahead. They do have 4 points, though, and they sit in 6th. Very tight varsity division here this season. Half Hollow Hills looking for a big comeback win here themselves after dropping their last game 11-1 against Manhasset Great Neck Port Washington back on December the 8th. The lone goal in that one was scored by Lemke, and then for East Meadow, they lost 9-2 back on the 5th against that same team. Got a goal from Shafran and Maya, and they look for a big bounce back this season here tonight. They've given up 6+ goals in each game of the Falcons, and they've not scored more than 4 in a single game this season. The Hornets have lost 2 straight. They've lost 3 of their last 4 as well, and are hoping to get back in the win column and back to 500 on the year. Couple seconds left in warm-ups. Step aside for a quick break. When we come back, starting goalies and the puck drop. You're tuned in to the New York Islanders High School Hockey League right here on the LI Sports Network.
I only see one goalie for Half Hollow Hills. No backup.
Zach, what's your last name?
No, SNOWHY.
It's a pretty sick name. You related to John?
Everyone asks me that. What's the name? Like you were saying, he got balls on us. We got we got some money we can make. You're very focused on me right now.
Trying to be. I know I'm not the best at camera. That's why I'm trying to I don't want to.
So I'll shut up. Oh my God, what a puck! What an amazing puck! What is Andrew Stepper? So the Huntlands 0-7. I thought they're a good team.
That's JV.
I think Brady's got him though.
No, he knows. It's just to make sure it's still going up on his end so he can see it.
Yeah, you're good to run more, right? You want to do the clock and the score?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're good. Easy breeze.
Just about set for puck drop right here on the LI Sports Network with Gabe Takuri on camera and Zach Snow running the board for us tonight. I'm Brady Campbell. Half Hollow Hills against East Meadow, Levittown, Hicksville. Ice Falcons in the road blue and orange tonight. Skating left to right, Half Hollow Hills in the home white, skating right to left. Starting goalies For Half Hollow Hills, number 38, Cooper Tell, 2 starts, 7.50 goals against. He's 1-1 on the season. Defending the goal to our left, number 26, Thomas Primrose. 3 starts, 5 appearances, 8.37 goals against. He's 0-2. Like his team, looking to get his first win on the season. Puck down, we're underway, and right away the Hornets go in on the forecheck and take the puck away. Out to the point, Elijah Bartow towards the goal. Deflected down, rebound, try, they score. 20 seconds in, and what a start for the Half Hollow Hills Hornets. Bartow threw it to the net. Knocked down in the rebound. Joseph Fazio cleans it up, puts it into the open cage, and it's 1-0. So for Fazio, looks like his first goal of the season, and a big one. Getting his team out in front early, and here he comes again. Streaks it across the line to his teammate, trying to dance through, unable to do so. Bartow holds it, knocked down and cleared back out by the captain of this East Meadow team, Brendan Russo. And on the forecheck, Maxton Shaffrin, who scored in a tough 9-2 loss last time out. Comes around the far side for Jonathan Wheeler, trying to stretch a pass out. It finds Fazio. Fazio dances in, curls back, just saucers one across, has teammates coming onto the ice off the bench. Blocker save by Primrose. This is Russo, back to Shaffrin, returns it. Russo got a shot away through traffic. It goes high, all the way around. Pinching to hold the line is Anthony Menachino, and does so. Russo a shot. Tell got enough of it, couldn't quite hold on to it, however, and his team looks to start ahead. Fazio trying to fight it back out, could not. Shaffrin towards the goal, hit the post. Shaffrin let that one rip. It got through, and then a save made by Tell on the follow-up try. Here's another look at that try from Maxton Shaffrin, who's leading the Ice Falcons with 7 goals this season, that close to his 8th. This is Half Hollow Hills once again, and Alexander Blessy, who's had himself a great season so far. Jet Lucas, Hills captain. Up top, Wasaki. Down the boards, Blessy. Half wall, cuts to the circle. Draws a double team, and it's taken away. And back up the ice comes Luca Hafner. Takes a shot, stick save by Tell. Comes around for Gorey. Colin Gorey around. Phillips. Stick gets lifted, and here's Blessy once again. 3-on-3 up the ice. Gains the line. Blessy to the high slot. Drops it off to the circle. A shot fought off out of play by Primrose. 12:38 left first period. 1-0 Hills on the goal from Fazio. His 4th of the season. This is Ashton Phillips. Chips it out towards Luca Hafner. Hafner for Gorey. To the corner, locked up by Bartow. Off the boards and out of his goal to get it. Primrose got to move it quickly, puts it to an open area, but into intercept there is Dennis Manfredi. Collision in the open ice, frees up the puck down towards the Hills blue line, and DeGarry will take it. In his skates, now under pressure from Phillips. And to help for the Falcons is Gorey. Comes back to Bartow, though. He streaks it out for Manfredi. From the red line, puts it in, cleared right back out to Bartow. Bartow had his stick lifted by Phillips. Backtracks on it. Hills will sneak a couple players off the ice. Menachino passed towards Shaffrin, deflects, and he's the first one in after it, but Bartow kept it away from him. And now it's Michael DeGarry. Takes it behind the goal. Has plenty of the ice. DeGarry to the goal. DeGarry towards the goal, trying to stuff it. Unable to get it through. It pops right out towards the crease. Played away by Primrose. And here's Russo. Off a stick and in. First one to it, Harry Whitman. Whitman towards the line, stepping up to hold it, Menachino. Gets by him though, and Hills is back out. Miko Maya. Pass intercepted by Fazio. Goes D to D for his teammate Solomon, who gets it in. And Hills right back in on the forecheck centering pass. That one didn't go. Another try on is stopped again. Comes to the high slot. It looked like plenty of net there for Fazio to shoot at on that first try, and he put it right back into him. A chance here from the slot, save made. Trial by fire for Primrose early. Solomon down the wall. Back out to Rosengold, just hammers it around. Fazio up the boards. Back towards the line for Steven DeGarry. Holds it in. Cuts towards the goal. Comes to side and then in front to Gary. Has it stopped in front. Or does he? No, my apologies. He scored no reaction from anyone there on the ice. I couldn't see it go in, but Steven DeGarry makes it 2-0. Great passing play there down low. An ugly call by me. My apologies. And Hills all over East Meadow early. And for Steven DeGarry, gets goal number 2 on the year. Blessy right back in. Tries to dangle through. Knocked off his stick. And now this is Colin Gorey. His stick lifted, however, by Petros Patsalos. Retrieved, however, by Hafner. Hafner towards the goal, and he scores. And the Falcons get a quick response, and just like that, they cut the deficit in half. It's a 2-1 game. Great play by Petsalos. Even better play, however, by Hafner. Wrestles the puck away. High blocker. Rips that one past Cooper Tell. And the Falcons don't let the Hornets get too much momentum there with the quick response. Hafner's first tally on the season. He does lead the team with 5 assists. And here he is again. His pass, though, deflects towards the corner. Bartow gets on it. Gorey in there with him. Falcons looking to get the equalizer now as it goes right through the crease. Bartow deflected on by Lucas. Pass behind Petsalos, though, and here come the Ice Falcons. Luca Hafner, with his defense interchange, just feeds it in and heads in after it. Bartow around the boards, waiting for it there. Miko Maya takes a slapper that goes high. Schafrin couldn't quite hold the zone. He goes down. We play on. This is Llewellyn. Wrestled away from him, but Hafner moves it to Schafrin. Schafrin through traffic. Tell. It's like he picked it up a little late, but he picked it up and gets the whistle with 8:24 left. Both teams make changes here. Half Hollow Hills, an interesting team out of the gates this season. They lost 2 straight, lost 3 of their last 4. Their goal differential is +1. After they had a phenomenal start to the season in the opening 2 games. This could be icing, waved off at the last moment, however, and cleared out by East Meadow. To Gary. Return to him from Solomon. Just tries to chip it ahead. Look out, hit Phillips. No one knew where it was, though, other than Solomon, and he rescues it for Half Hollow Hills. Gains the zone not much further, and then stumped right back out. Now a foot race for it. Schafrin will get their first tough angle try. Catches the mask of Tell. Held in by Phillips. stumbling down, lost the puck, and now Hills 3-on-2. Streaking in over the line, Benson Wong. Wong behind the net. Looking for Solomon now high, will just turn one off the apron. And it's cleared out towards Solomon. A little more than halfway through this first period. Shafrin trying to dance through DeGarry. Could not. Great stick that time by number 4. Stretches it out, and it's deflected ahead by Jake Wolney. Wolney takes the puck free as well, gets it deep. East Meadow, Levittown, Hicksville now looking to reset. Dangerous play though on their own end. It's a giveaway pass down low. Goalie out and they score. Unselfish play from the Hornets in front. Leads to a 3-1 hockey game. With the finish coming from Petros Patsalos. How about this play in front? They turn it over. This is going to be Jonathan Wheeler in the slot. Sees his teammate open down low. Feeds it to Fazio, and then he's got Primrose at his mercy there, laying on his back. Maybe didn't like his angle. Want to dump it off to Petsalos, getting him on the board, and he does. And the great play leads to a 3-1 game, 6.5 left in period number 1. For Petsalos, his 5th of the season. Right back to work goes Steven DeGarry and Half Hollow Hills. Mendocino plays it to the corner. Gets it back and starts it out for Russo. Whether that's Nicholas Urso who takes a hit as he gets it in. Big hit that time from DeGarry. Can East Meadow respond once again? They got a quick one after the goal to go up 2-1 from Half Hollow Hills. Here comes Hills again. Bartow on the recovery for the Hornets. Tries to dance his way through, could not. Fazio in the skates of Bartow. Urso ahead to Hafner. Gets it down the ice. This is DeGarry. Quick turn to shake free that time of Whitman. Bartow, the defenseman, leading the charge up the ice. Elijah Bartow snapshot. May have caught the glove that time of Primrose. Catches the glass. Held in that time by Bartow at the last moment. Fazio trying to hold it in now. Here is Fazio. From a tough angle, looking to roof it, miss. Solomon pinches down to get it. Held in again, towards the goal and wide from Solomon. This is Fazio. Close to too many men there for Hills. Instead, it's Wheeler, turns the corner and scores. Won the first period for Hills. Jonathan Wheeler gets on the board, makes it a 4-1 game. Hornets flying here early. Back in Shafrin as they look to respond. Drops it off behind his back to Gorey. Down low. Saucer pass towards the front. It comes out high. Shot stuck off the post again. Off the shot from Maya. May have caught the stick of Tell as well. That's 2 posts for East Meadow in a 4-1 game. A game that could be a bit closer, but it is a game of inches. This is Blessy. Blessy, nice drop off to Lucas in the slot. One more down low from the circle. It's fired high. And here's Shafrin trying to pull away. Turns back, one of the many Ice Falcons to don the C on his uniform. There's another in on the forecheck. Brendan Russo couldn't catch up to it though. And Solomon fires it ahead. Shot from the outside, whistles wide off the glass. Comes back up top, Solomon. Down to the half wall. Wrestled away by Schafferin. Great work that time by number 2. Phillips going to dance through DeGarry, though. Stretch pass now. Stephen DeGarry for Lucas. Back to DeGarry. Blessy driving towards the goal. What a toe drag, and he put it high. Silky mitts in tight. Just put it a bit over the cage. D to D pass. Shot on blocker save by Primrose. Puck up in the air, lands behind the cage, and we get a whistle. And you have our game's first penalty here. The ref in the corner blew the play dead. Or am I just seeing things? Perhaps I was just seeing things there. It looks like we're going to stay 5-aside. .257 left, first period of play. It's been just about all Hornets here. Is DeGarry looking for one more on the backhand down the slot. Forced back. What a move to the slot. DeGarry shot ramps off a stick. Stays in play. Centered right through the crease. Comes up top again. Shot from the line. Blocked in front. And then sent right back through the crease once again. Cleared out. Streaking in is Hafner. He's got the lone goal tonight for the blue and orange, and he's separated from the puck. And now here's the Hornets. Back in over the line, trying to knife his way through was Manfredi. Couldn't quite do so, but threw it to the front and they score. The Hornets continue the roll. This looks like Benson Wong in front who gets the last touch. What a play here by Dennis Manfredi. Couldn't get through. Had some help though, and the pass back door to Wong, and he bangs it home. Off the feed from Wolney. .210 left. And if you're the Ice Falcons here, gotta stop the bleeding somehow. They'd love to get at least one here in the final 2 minutes. And of course, at the very least, really can't give another up as the Hornets have completely dominated here the opening period. Pass towards the slot, ends up on goal. This time it will be covered by Primrose, who gets the stoppage here, desperately trying to slow things down. .108 seconds left in period number 1 from the Clark Gillies Arena here in Dix Hills. Defensive zone draw win for the Falcons. They clear the zone, and this is Wheeler. One of the captains for this Hornets team to DeGarry, and DeGarry couldn't quite get through Maya. Final 90 seconds of the period. Wheeler behind the goal. Out to the low circle. Return to Wheeler. Stephen DeGarry creeping in. His shot hit a leg in front. The rebound try. It looks like it's under Primrose, who gets the whistle. And a scrum ensues after the fact. Primrose has been swimming in his crease here in this first period. That time he dives across it. Beauty of a save there with the left pad. Keeps this game right where it's at here. A 5-1 lead for Half Hollow Hills. Another O-zone draw win. Up top, Wasaki. Drag, shoots, looking for a deflection. Instead it was blocked. Still alive in the slot and cleared away. To the corner, turned on by Blessy. It goes high. Dancing through again, up top, Wasaki. Final minute of period number 1. Falcons trying to get to the horn. They'll have an odd-man rush here. It's Schafferin. Centered it across. Blocked another try. They score. Exactly what the doctor ordered for East Meadow. They get one back late. It's a 5-2 game, and it's the second of the game for Hafner. Give the assist to Shaffrin, who couldn't get the first one through. Credit to Bartow, who's had a great first period. But it comes right back to Shaffrin, all the way over to Hafner, who makes no mistake. 41.4 left in period number 1. It's a 3-goal game. Shaffrin trying to cheat off the draw there a little bit, and didn't quite work out for him. And Swang under pressure, though, from Shaffrin, trying to get one more here late. Instead, Manfredi back in. Through the cross into the crease and held by Primrose, who needs a strong final 19 seconds here to close out this period. 18.9, he's been under siege so far. And another zone draw win in the O-zone, that is, for Half Hollow Hills. Towards the front, knocked away. Maya just tries to clear, he does, slows up, no icing. Deflected. That'll just about run out the time here for the period. DeGarry back on it behind his own goal. Moves it off the outside of the net. And a strong first for Half Hollow Hills. Give East Meadow credit. They come back to cut the deficit a little bit. It's a 5-2 game after 1. We'll be right back with the second period momentarily here on the LI Sports Network. "15 minutes down, 30 to go. It's the New York Islanders High School Hockey League here on the LI Sports Network with Zach Snow and Gabe Takuri. I'm Brady Campbell. It's a 5-2 lead after 1 for the Half Hollow Hills Hornets as they lead the East Meadow, Levittown, Hicksville Ice Falcons. And a pretty dominant period, all things considered. The Falcons, though, hanging around. And we'll see here as coming right back to the goal to start the second frame, as they did early on in the first, are the Hornets. And here's Fazio at the half wall. Slides it across. Wheeler. Extra move. Couldn't get through that time. Phenomenal stick work there from Alexander Llewellyn. Stephen DeGarry gets knocked to the ice. Trying to get it towards the goal. Unable to do so. Off to the boards it goes. And this is Fazio. Fazio. DeGarry in the slot. Looking back door. Deflected in tight. And big right pad save that time for Thomas Primrose. Rough period for he and his team in the first as they look to bounce back here in the middle frame. Plenty of time left. Fazio drops it to Wheeler. Wheeler, Fazio in the skates. Has it knocked away by Colin Gorey, and back out here Solomon. Solomon, nice move. Eventually loses the handle, and Miko Maya will clear. DeGarry to DeGarry. Michael to Steven. Now Petsalos. Name almost any forward, and they at least have a point tonight for the Hornets. But the turnover here, and streaking back out is the player with 2 goals. Both of them for the Falcons. Hafner, number 88. Turnover, though, at the blue line by the Falcons. Starts the Hornets ahead. Hafner, though, on the back check. Rustled it away for a moment. Now Solomon to DeGarry. The defenseman up on the play here for the Hornets. DeGarry, tough angle try, put it wide. Around Phillips, checked hard into the boards by Solomon. Right back in, Jet Lucas to Petsalos, driving back to the goal. The pass, return down in front. DeGarry didn't get much on it, he put it wide. Bartow, shot, knocked down, rebound, cleared away down the ice, and this could be an icing here, and it will be against the Falcons. .12:38 left, second period of play from the Clark Gillies Ice Arena here in Dix Hills. Offensive zone draw for the Hornets, but it's taken up the ice by the Falcons, and here's number 62, Harry Whitman. Curls back at the half wall and had it knocked away by Jet Lucas. Lucas springs a teammate up the ice, power move, Blessy scores! Well, a crucial question of this game answered. Who would get the opening goal of the second? An important one, and it's Alexander Blessy restoring the 4-goal lead. Gets the pass at the line, just a power move around the defense. Takes it in and buries it. Nothing Menachino can do there trying to defend him. He just blew right by him. So Blessy, goal number 10. Does he have another? Shot misses wide. Lucas will let it go to Bartow. Shot off a body. Glove down and played back out by Menachino. Patsalos back in. Patsalos around the goal. Centers in front. Blessy didn't pull the trigger. To the half wall, right through the slot. And now Jet Lucas takes it around his own goal, looking for options. Bartow makes himself available, but it's Petsalos. Piece of tape, I believe, on the ice there in the zone. Petsalos, a toe drag, and he roofed it. Petros Petsalos take a bow. His second of the game. One for the highlight reel. Able to just wrestle that puck away, avoid that piece of equipment. Avoid a defender right there. Hello, goodbye, and right under the bar. Goals 5 and 6 tonight for number 9 in white. And they're in front by 5. 7-2 hockey game here with 11:18 left as the puck ends up out of play. A little bit of a delay here. Now we're set to go to drop the puck. Hornets in no rush to get that puck down, but it comes out. Hafner trying to keep it in, could not. And now back in, Manfredi. Turns, looks, deflected towards Solomon, but getting in the way with Shafrin. Puck wouldn't come with him, though, and from the red line, it's fired right back in. Taking off the puck, Llewellyn, and a chance here in tight. A couple saves that time for Primrose. He needed those. Keeps his team still in it to an extent, and made a big one there as well. From the splits, looks like he got the glove on it. Pass somehow got through Hafner. Just hammers one towards the goal, but wide as he missed behind the net. Big check delivered by Colin Gorey. Dropped off. Schaffer's shot got blocked. Solomon had to go retrieve his stick at the blue line. Does so, and now the Hornets look to break out. Miscommunication, though, on the pass will lead to an icing. Just about 10 minutes left here in the middle frame. Another look at that last save for Thomas Primrose. So come back to Solomon in the circle. Primrose already down, stretches out. That's a big save. Comes right on goal. Intel will keep it moving. Under 10 minutes to go. Second period of play. A stretch pass ahead. Fazio turns the corner. Breakaway stopped in tight. Another big one for Primrose. Here's Fazio. Goes across ice. Glove down to the line and played back out by Urso. Now Urso pulls away. Urso on the breakaway. Fired it wide. Still a chance here for the Falcons. That's certainly one that Urso is going to want back. A shot from the line from Mendocino got blocked. Stretch pass again. Look out. Wheeler behind the defense. It got by him and he didn't touch it. It's an icing. None too pleased as he hammers it around the boards. Well, crucial game for both teams here in mid-December. Festive arena here tonight. Got the decorations up. The lights going around the netting as well. At the top of the boards out of play. Christmas right around the corner, which means a brief stoppage in the season in a couple of weeks. Hanukkah getting started as well in a few days. As another chance here for Hills in tight. Back door, somehow it wouldn't go. Great stick lift here on the back check. Wouldn't allow Petsalos to get a stick on it. Jet Lucas, once again, the unselfish play, but it hits off the leg of Petsalos right back on goal. What a hustle play there by Llewellyn. Blessy centers it. Trying the roof, it was Lucas. He ran out of room. Dangling his way through Petsalos. Saucers it across. Shot fanned on by Lucas. Throws it back towards the front. Petsalos takes it behind. Just backhands it back behind the goal. Blessy drops it off for Lucas. Lucas, Blessy from the circle towards Petsalos. Knocked away from him. And the Ice Falcons clear. And here's Maxton Schafferin. Couldn't quite get through. It's cleared out. Turned right back around here by Mendocino. And now back in comes Whitman. Whitman drops it off. Nearly bounced through for Schafferin, who couldn't get a shot through. It comes all the way around. Held in again by Maya. Maya almost collide with the referee instead. Bartow and Lucas take him to the boards, and now it's a stretch past Horns. Petsalos, another great play by Llewellyn. Kept that from becoming a breakaway. A couple more Hornets leaking behind the defense. Petsalos, quick cut at the blue line. Blessy stays onside. Petsalos down the slot. Drops it off Solomon. Throws one towards the goal. Save made. Rebound cleared away. Halfway through regulation. 5-goal lead for Hills. Back in 3-on-2, though, come the Falcons. Schafferin down low and put out in front where it's covered by Tell. 7:14 left, and I believe we're going to have a goalie change here about halfway through regulation. Primrose out, Jack Alvey, number 29, will defend the goal to our right here. Looks like the rest of the way for the Ice Falcons. 5 appearances, 3 starts, 10.29 goals against. His record is 0-4, but he's going to try to stop the bleeding here in hopes that his team can mount a comeback. They got about half a game to do so. Centering pass, knocked away. Now towards the circle. Whistled away again, centered in front. Swept away out of harm's way there by Wong. Falcons trying to press a little bit here. Swing the momentum as Russo in on the forecheck. Instead to Gary. Outlets to Wong. Benson Huang takes it wide. Huang, tough angle try, holding his ground. Alvey, but he's rooted greatly as the rebound is tapped home. Makes it an 8-2 game. All Hornets here tonight. Alvey greeted pretty much as rudely as you can be. Makes the initial save, but Manfredi on the rebound tucks it 5-hole. And Falcons have some work to do here. Hornets just unrelenting tonight at Clark Gillies Arena. Trying to get back to 500. Falcons still looking for their first win of the season. This is their 10th game. Looking to avoid reaching that double-digit mark in the loss column. Collision there as Michael DeGarry laid a hit on Llewellyn, who cleared the puck away. Llewellyn went down, back in Wolney. Wolney towards the front, knocked away, glove down, and might have a penalty here upcoming as a couple players get tangled behind the net. Linesman will come in to get Russo away from, I believe it was Wolney, after dropping off that puck. And we'll see who the penalty is on here. Might be on both of them. Oh, Wolney's going to the bench. It looks like it is only going to be against Brendan Russo. And to the power play, our first power play of the game for either side. It'll be for Half Hollow Hills, holding the call. Linesman having trouble getting the door to the box open here. Have a slight delay, and he's going to ask one of the Falcons coaches to come in and help him out. And we get it open from the inside, and Russo's going to take the long way around through his own bench to get to the box. Now we're set to go. 5:46 left. Second period. Power play for the Hornets as they look to put this one away for good. Shot ramps off a stick and into the netting out of play. Off the try from Blessy here, who is playing lefty along with Solomon on the back end for the man advantage. Stephen DeGarry, right wing, Wheeler center, and Lucas, the left wing, gets it out to Blessy. On for Solomon. Back to Blessy. Fakes the slapper, takes the wrister. It goes high. May have been deflected by Hafner. DeGarry right down the circle, lets one rip. Stopped by Alvey and cleared out. Solomon will drop it to Blessy. Banks it on to DeGarry. DeGarry back in. Takes the real estate they'll give him. And eventually, though, has it wrestled away, and Hafner turns the corner and clears it. Not much doing so far here on the man advantage for Half Hollow Hills, which is halfway through. Don't necessarily need to score, at least at this juncture. Wouldn't mind 2 minutes coming off there if you're the Hornets, but it's another for Plessy as they find the back of the net. Power play goal with 4:34 to play in the second, and that makes it a 9-2 game. Another for the leading goal scorer, his 11th of the season, right down the high slot. Lets it rip. Nine to 2 our score with 4.5 left. In period number 2. Go time certainly for the Falcons. Down by 7 here. They got the puck back in the O-zone. Here's Hafner. Teammate calling for a pass, intercepted though. To Gary. Ahead just out of the reach of Wheeler, who was behind the defense. Alvey to the line and out. Just delayed offside. Plessy with the intercept. Had it taken away. Wasaki tried to bring it in. And DeGarry couldn't knife his way through. Menachino. Menachino left the puck behind and cleared out by Urso to the line. And Hafner will keep play moving. Right back in Wheeler. Slips through. Down low, Jonathan Wheeler centered it towards the front, and it's held out. Awkward positioning there for Alvey, but he keeps the puck out with 3:14 left. Shot off the draw here. More pressure from the Hornets. It's cleared away. Does it have the juice for an icing? It does. With 3:04 left in the frame. 9-2 lead here for the Hornets as our scorebug got stuck there for a moment. Zach Snow all over it. Another face-off win. Rosengold to Petsalos. What a move. Couldn't get through this time all the way. Had a beauty earlier in the period on the toe drag. Saucered out to Rosengold. Bartow, high shot. Hit the body in front. Trying to clear Phillips. Unable to do so. Held in by the Hornets as they go back to work. Pass goes all the way across for Petsalos. Down the boards, return to him in the circle. Couldn't get the shot through. In front of it was Gorey. Llewellyn. Pass comes back out. No icing here as Hornets touch up. Maya. Behind his own goal, just looks to clear. It's intercepted by Petsalos. What a move to the circle. Slows it down. Behind his back to Lucas behind the goal. Returns it in front. Big save. Keeping it out, Alvey. 100 seconds left here in the middle frame. Bartow for Lucas. Plessy right down the slot. Big save again. Alvey got it with the elbow. Solomon through traffic. Alvey got that as well. Pop back out towards the front. Up top to Solomon. Walks the line. Goes down low. Pass right through the slot. Plessy first one on it. Turns it on goal. Another save. Alvey, no choice but to settle in here for the second half of this game as his team guilty of another icing with A minute 3 left. Face off to the left of Jack Alvey. Final minute of period number 2. Manfredi. Throw it towards the front. It ends up on the side of the net where it's pinned by Alvey and gets the whistle with 52.8 left. Falcons just trying to survive this period. They got a late one in the first to keep themselves within 3. But they have not scored since. And it's been 4 unanswered here in the second period. For the Hornets, looking to make it 5 back in front. Alvey trying to find it. It was loose in the crease. And swept out toward Shafrin. He's got a breakaway. Shafrin in, and it's stopped by Tell. They've had 2 or 3 breakaways tonight. Another late chance here for Shafrin. Nearly snuck it past Tell, but great positioning by number 38. Keeps that one out. 37.2 left in the frame. To the line, shot on. Tell another save. It landed right next to him, and he gets the cover. Face-off controlled by the Falcons. Now cleared ahead, though. Wheeler streaking in. He hit the post. Wheeler backdoor. Great read that time by Manicino. Final 10 seconds. The Hornets have one more in them. Slide backdoor, and they do. With 3.2 left in the frame. I believe this is going to be Fazio that ends up on the back door here. Makes the pass. Goes in front. Yep, Wheeler able to jam it to him. And Fazio started the scoring tonight. Just 20 seconds in. Has his second of the game. And one more puck drop. Wheeler hammers it wide at the horn. All Hornets through 2. They lead it 10-2. We'll be right back for the third here in the moment on LI Sports Network. Back for period number 3 here on the LI Sports Network at the Clark Gillies Arena. It's a 10-2 lead for Half Hollow Hills over East Meadow, Levittown, Hicksville at the varsity level. As Hills trying to put the finishing touches here on a 8-goal lead currently, final 15 minutes of play. And they've looked dominant pretty much from the jump here tonight. And here they come again. Jet Lucas over the line. I'm Brady Campbell, joined alongside Gabe Takuri on the camera. Running the board is Zach Snow. Another block in front, and it's cleared down the ice. And another icing here against the against the Ice Falcons. Wasaki and Bartow, the new defensive pairing here for the Hornets. It comes back to Bartow. Bartow shot deflected down. Alvey almost looked like he wants to keep him moving there, but they'll eventually dive on it and get the whistle. Bartow, another shot on goal. The blonde Flo out there. He's certainly been a top defenseman tonight for Half Hollow Hills. Of course, it's been a big last few minutes for top defensemen in the sport of hockey if you're following the National Hockey League. Big trade there that you might want to check out. This is East Meadow. Skating it to the line, knocked off his stick was Ashton Phillips, and now right back in comes Dennis Manfredi, puts it to the corner and heads in after it. Around the boards it comes. Miko Maya wraps it all the way around. Bartow will get back on it. Stops behind the cage. Drops it off to a teammate. Reverse behind the back of Wasaki towards Bartow, but it was read nicely there by Luca Hafner, who's got the 2 goals tonight for East Meadow. Wolney offside as Manfredi was knocked to the ice and couldn't keep himself from sliding over the line. Hafner's got his first 2 goals of the season to go along with his team leading 5 assists. But Hills, a couple players with multi-goals themselves. Blessy leading the team with 9 coming in. He's got 2. 2 as well for Fazio, who has the puck now, looking for a potential hat trick off a stick and then off the glass. Solomon towards the net, deflected over again. This is Phillips. Gonna get it out. Wheeler knocked away from him. And now played back out towards Fazio, who throws it across to Michael DeGarry. DeGarry drops it to Wheeler. So the slot, Stephen DeGarry. Saucer pass, Solomon holds it in, and the man in front deflected by Michael DeGarry. And a right pad save for Alvey. Shaffron streaking out, got a piece of it. Solomon right on them though, didn't allow him to really settle that pass. And then put Shaffron into the boards, who's had a few chances himself. The goal leader was 7, and this will be offside here on Wheeler, who tried to time up a potential breakaway himself, and just in a step too soon. Face-off here will come all the way back to just outside the Hill zone, right around where that stretch pass originated from. And here's Lucas. Turns the corner. Lucas trying to take it himself. Not sure if he got all of it there. So it was kind of a slow shot along the ice. But it was stopped, and DeGarry walks the line. Shot. Blocker down. Comes back up for Solomon. Walks the line. Solomon down for Petsalos. For DeGarry. Steps in. Tried to feed it through. Intercepted and cleared back out by Colin Gorey. Gary had a bit of trouble with it. It was in the ref's skates. No one could find it there for a moment, and then he overskated it, allowing Urso to take the puck. His shot towards the goal, stopped in tight by Cooper Tell, who's played all of the 33 minutes so far, just about 34, looking to close out a victory. DeGarry got knocked down as he almost got through. Miko Maya with the check. Lucas whistles that wide. It comes all the way around. Potential numbers here for the Falcons, but look at this back check. Hustling back for the Hornets. A quick try, though, on that rebound attempt from Schaffer. Nearly caught Tell off guard. This is Blessy. Right back in. Goes around the defender. Blessy in front of the backhand. Hit someone in front and didn't go. Now from the circle. Blocker saved by Alvey. Comes up to Bartow towards the front. Say made the rebound. Chipped home. Looks like it was Jet Lucas. All half Hollow Hills right now. So they continue to pour it on. Making an 11-2 game. Draw controlled by the Hornets. Look to get back to 500. Sitting at 4 points currently. Every team has played a different number of games at the varsity level. As going down to the ice for a moment, now shaking off his hand is Ashton Phillips as he got back to his feet. Manfredi back in. Centered it across. Great pass. Wolney was denied, however. Alvey just wouldn't give him any room in tight. As the goaltending tonight has certainly been battling, doing everything they can, but unfortunately this half Hollow Hills team, unfortunately for the Falcons, just a bit too dominant here tonight. Falcons, though, this is already their 10th game as opposed to the 6th for half Hollow Hills, as DeGarry a shot. Knocked down by Alvey, and he gets the whistle again. So East Meadow looking like they'll drop to 0-7 on the season. Excuse me, this is their 7th game. I don't know where I got 10th from. Their next game, their 8th game, will be on the 16th at 6:45 against Syosset Jericho, who they'll be looking to get their first win against, a team that half Hollow Hills beat a few weeks back. Next game for the Triple H will be on the 15th, 9 p.m. against Valley Stream Sewanaka Lynbrook. DeGarry into the attacking zone, takes it wide, drops it through. Fazio across, just out of the reach of Wheeler. Wheeler drops it down to the circle, shot from the outside, missed. Coming over to get it is Daniel Wasaki. Reversed around the boards, under 10 minutes to go here in the final period. All but over for half Hollow Hills. As we get a penalty upcoming, just our second of the game, and it's a roughing call. I believe this one might be going against East Meadow again, as going to the box is Llewellyn. Wheeler waving him off after the whistle. Wheeler going off himself here. So roughing call against Llewellyn. The 1-for-1 power play of half Hollow Hills goes back to work. Blessy, the lone goal so far on the man advantage. It's a clean win, but perhaps too clean, and a great read. Starting back out is Hafner. Throws it towards the goal and forced to make a save was Tell, and it was behind him. He had some help, though, as Shaffron drove towards the goal, but did a flyby there. Back in come the Hornets. Here's Wong. Throws it across. Tie up in the corner. 2-on-2 battle. Certainly favors the Hornets. Eventually it's dug free, centered in front. Bartow couldn't settle it to get a shot away. It's cleared down the ice, and look out here. First one on it, Shaffron has a breakaway. Shaffron to the circle, shoots another save for Tell. He's on his number all night. Fazio halfway through the penalty. Curls back, does Petsalos. Got it all the way through the saucer pass. What a save by Alvey going post to post. Goalies trading big saves here on this power play. And how about this stop from Tell as he once again denies Shaffron, who didn't have the greatest angle, but still a good look on the breakaway. Face-off win for the Hornets. 40 left on the penalty. To Gary behind his back for Blessy. Blessy steps, shoots, blocker save. Halfway through this third period. To Gary. Up top, Blessy. To DeGarry. Steps to the circle, shoots and scores. Steven DeGarry's got another. What a shot that was. High blocker. The power play of the Hornets now 2 for 2. Buffalo Hills pouring it on tonight. Back in the win column as both these teams certainly hungry for victories. The Hornets have tasted victory so far this season, and they know that feeling, and they certainly want to get back to it, and they are 7 minutes away from doing so. Now it's Wong back in. Solomon holds the line and tries to dance through. Dylan Solomon behind the goal, no one playing him, so he's going to take an angle and try to score, and it was stopped by Alvey. And just cleared down the ice on goal. Tell will keep it moving. Saucer pass out, Wolney. Great stick there, initially at least, by Gorey. Now it's Wasaki trying to keep it away from Whitman. Whitman with the steal at the blue line. Tries to backhand it down the boards, intercepted by Solomon. Solomon ahead to Wheeler. Wolney leaking behind the defense. The defenseman fell down, and Wolney, the pass found, and what a back check there. A phenomenal play by Miko Maya. Keeps the score right where it's at, and meanwhile, down the other end, Tell makes a save. But how about this play? I mean, it's a 12-2 game. Your D partner hits the deck, and Miko Maya streaking down the ice. I don't think Wolney ever saw it coming. Knocks the puck off his stick. Just under 6 minutes left here. This is Shaffron. Tries to muscle it towards the goal. A chance in tight, and they score. I believe it was Ashton Phillips. Obviously, not a crazy celebration from East Meadow. What a play, though, by Shaffron. And no, that might be a hat trick. It was Luca Hafner again, and how about that? His team not quite going to get the result, but a great night offensively for Luca Hafner. His first 3 of the season. Makes it a 12-3 game. Centering pass here for Hills, intercepted by Shafron. And now to Gary. Lucas intercepts the puck. Now to Gary. Michael to Gary over the line. Takes it wide. All the way behind. Nice pass behind his back to Lucas, who missed the net. Now Shafron trying to pull away. Pass a bit behind him. Blessy with a great move. 5 minutes remaining here in the third. And it's just chopped off the glass. Down the ice. Dynamic duo of Shafron and Hafner trying to take it down the ice, but it's intercepted by Patsalos. His shot stopped by Alvey, and he gets the whistle. .443 left. This one all but decided. And off the face-off, a shot goes wide. Solomon will pinch all the way down. Just wraps it behind towards Manfredi. Long will go up the boards. Turns around, Manfredi, shot stopped in front. Trying to leak away was Shafron again. Hills wants to keep an eye on him. Menachino stretched past Shafron, lost an edge, and Bartow took the puck. Looking ahead for Wolney, close to offside. It's ruled onside. And he and Maya lock up. Goes behind for Manfredi. Manfredi right through, and it somehow found the back of the net. Dennis Manfredi from the corner. Not sure if it hit anyone in front, but it gets through, and that'll be another one for Half Hollow Hills. Wolney leading the line to the bench, so it might have hit him. And now let's take another look here. Just turns, throws it in front, and Wolney reaching for it. Looks like he got a stick on it. 13-3 game. Give and go, and nearly a tic-tac-toe in front. Unable to get a stick on it, however, was Stephen Tagari. Now his brother Michael. Tries to take a shot. It was knocked down, and this is Whitman. Whitman charges ahead, puts it into the corner, heads in after it, but Tagari took the puck. And over the line, Tagari looking to step through. Could not get by Llewellyn. Centering pass all the way across to Tagari. He had a stick checked. Gets it through. Wheeler looking back door. And Llewellyn, another great play on Fazio. Fazio backhands one towards the goal. And it goes behind for Maya, who just backhands it out, and this is Tagari with under 3 minutes left. Michael for Steven. Steven driving in. He's got 2 tonight. Tries to center it towards Wheeler, who's left behind the goal. Towards Wasaki, and it's kicked out. And into the attacking zone. A shot towards the goal, gloved and held by Tell on the try from Gorey. .220 left. Third period of play in the 10-goal hockey game. Probably the best performance all season for Half Hollow Hills. 2 minutes away from putting the finishing touches on it. Schafferin, though, looking to finally get one himself. He's had his chances, unable to convert. Pass down low. Schafferin to the slot. Takes the shot. Blocker out of play by Tell. And Schafferin can't believe it. It's just been that night for him. He's been in on the scoring, but not in the goal column. Just have not gotten the bounces. 109 seconds left. Around for Huang. Backhands it towards Wolney. Bartow steps up, couldn't get it through, and how about this? One more look. Shot save made by Tell as he denied Hafner once again, who's beat him 3 times though. Bartow wrestles it away from Hafner. And the pass from the red line, no icing here as it angles towards the front, played away by Alvey. Menachino had it stripped away, but this is offside against Half Hollow Hills. Face off here just outside the East Meadow zone with 64 seconds left in regulation time, and it looks like the game as well. Controlled by Half Hollow Hills with 60 seconds to play. Lucas looking for one more, and how about that save? Post to post goes Alvey. And he gets across to Rob Menexis. Rather Solomon, excuse me. Off the draw, another shot goes wide. Solomon, back door to Gary. Holds, slides to the cross, saucer pass, knocked down and cleared away here by Nicholas Urso. Whitman with 30 left, turned it over. Solomon back in, trying to dance through and could not. Whitman on the backhand. And now Maya powers over the line. Do they have one more chance here? Whitman with 10. Curls back his pass, knocked away, and Hills pressing for one more. Fazio drops it. 3 left. DeGarry a shot. Missed the cage. That'll do it. A 13-3 final tonight. Half Hollow Hills. Wire to wire. Pure dominance tonight from the Hornets as they take down the Ice Falcons of East Meadow, Levittown, Hicksville to improve to 3-3, get points 5 and 6. East Meadow will drop to 0-7 and remain pointless as well. They definitely battled tonight, but what a performance from Hills. Cooper Tell, top to bottom, and they get the victory here tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in to our varsity action. For everyone here at LI Sports Network, Zach Snow running the board tonight, Gabe Takuri operating the camera. I'm Brady Campbell signing off. The final score, Half Hollow Hills Hornets 13 and the East Meadow Levittown Hicksville Ice Falcons 3. You've been tuned in to the New York Islanders High School Hockey League right here on the LI Sports Network. Have a great night and have a great weekend. See you next time.